is up, dweebs, and welcome back to another edition of a preview review, where today we are looking at Don't Move, brought to you in part by horror legend Sam Raimi of Evil Dead fame, as well as some Spider-Man and Doctor Strange fame. For those of you paying a little more attention to the here and the now, speaking of, let's get right into it.
You have about 20 minutes before you're completely paralyzed.
See, we talked about this.
Just
I'll
a special
save it.
relaxant to make things easier on both of us. At minute 1, your fine motor skills will start to go. At minute 10, your legs will begin tingling. Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether.
All right.
18, your breathing will become labored. And just before everything shuts down on you,
That was a neat edit.
your voice.
Help me. Whoa. And then the quick cut segment. Ooh, okay. There we have it, gang. Little teaser, little 1 minute deal. Let's let this ride out. October 25th. That's why I had to jump on another one solo before James and I could get together. I saw Sam Raimi's name on a horror project and thought, well, this could have some promise. So let's dive back in. Part 2 of the preview reviews, where we actually look at this thing bit by bit and talk about it. And the first thing that I want to talk about is this font right here.
You have about
Were we just talking about this 1 or 2 preview reviews ago? You'll have to forgive me. I recorded a lot of those in a batch, and and then we uploaded them based on their release dates. We want to obviously get the stuff out sooner. That's going to be released quicker. But not too long ago, we were just talking about how this whole font where you just have the black screen overlay, and then the font is just, you got the opacity set, or opacity, you got it set to 100. It's funny. I remember, I think like 4 or 5 years ago, looking up how to do this on YouTube, right here for this channel, for Dweeb, for a video that certainly no longer exists on the channel. But I just find it so interesting that there are a lot of projects using this right now. I don't think this is anything new, but I enjoy when it's getting used. I just hope that let's not overuse it. All right, I've seen it 3 times in the last week, so hopefully we don't ruin this.
about 20 minutes before you're completely paralyzed.
And this part is cool.
What did you do to me?
We're going to get
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us.
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us. First of all, there's a weirdness to the way these lines are delivered, and I was kind of talking over that, so we're going to play it back to give you my critique before we dive back into it. I do feel like there's a little... It's only a minute, but there's still too much. Like, they did a pretty good job, I thought, of setting up some intrigue, but I didn't need the minute-by-minute breakdown of what's going to happen here. But perhaps I'm being a bit too nitpicky. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
What did you do to me?
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us.
What does that not just sound like a kid talking to his mom? Maybe this is a part of the character. I am by no means suggesting that this is a bad work by the actor. I'm just intrigued by the choice of this character. Maybe it'll be part of it, but one last time, then we'll move on.
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us.
Man, does not
At
sound
minute
threatening.
1, your fine motor skills will start to go. At minute 10, your legs will begin tingling.
Okay,
Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether.
great. See that? I mean, that looks cool. I mean, and the way we're already talking about the font and stuff, but this moment and the moment later with the officer, where they actually have it. I mean, it doesn't look as great when I freeze frame it like this. Kind of feels like watching the sausage get made, but I think it's cool, and the way that it works when it's moving quickly, I think it looks great. So to kind of counter my own point from before, this is a great way to keep it fresh and to not overuse, even if you are doing something other people are doing a lot of. This adds your own little flavor to it, and I'm here for it.
Together. 18, your breathing will become labored. And just before everything shuts down on
There
you...
it was again with the cop. And, you know, I like this. Again, they're telling me too much, I think, with all of this. They're really not telling us that much. I might have to backtrack on this. They're not really giving us a whole lot of information.
And just before everything shuts down on you, your voice.
And that is a very interesting cut. I don't know if these are not the same moment. That looks cleverly disguised to me. So as we see here, she says, "Help me." She can't move, so I'm assuming this flanneled guy whose face we can't see, so well edited to cut that out right before it gets there. But if you look at this dude, first of all, that's her pulling a knife out. Let's see. Let's play it. Yeah, that's her pulling a knife out of the headrest. And I don't know that that's the same guy. Here we see a flannel. And here we see a guy in like a green jacket with some beige shirt underneath. I think those are two completely different car moments that they've strung together. Of course, we've hit our obligatory quick cut crescendo sequence. So we'll let that run through and see if there are any other places to stop. But it's so often we're just picking through these things for stuff to hate. I like to give credit when we see an editor really doing some good work with what they have. So shout out to this group. I think this does a whole heck of a lot. This guy who's laying down, I think, is the same guy from the car scene. Yeah, there he is again. This seems like that same beige undershirt we saw from the jacket. Perhaps it was just a wardrobe change. Maybe it'll end up being the same guy all along. He whacks that dude. Somebody's drowning in a tub. She can barely move her finger. What else we got? Oh, that's a window smashing in her face. They really don't show much of this. But that bookshelf is falling on old boy. And it appears as I knew as soon as I lifted my finger it would move. It appears that is holding that's blockading a door is what that looks like to me. So somebody who he doesn't want in is getting in. Maybe this guy's the red herring. Maybe he's not the bad guy. He doesn't look like he's in a great position. Seems here she was just staring out blankly as the window shatters, and then someone gets stabbed. These moments, well, that's a pretty cool shot right there. We got somebody bleeding in the water. These little moments right here. Oh God, I know it's fake. Man, seeing something like that with the Achilles especially. There's a Halloween, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5, where they do something similar. Oh, golly. All right, I'm going to just move past it. Let's move past it. Time's up. Cool final shot there. As far as a preview review goes, my intrigue levels are probably heightened just by the fact that this has Sam Raimi's name attached to it. But the project itself, the way that it was done, I think still did a pretty good job. It's a beautiful trailer in the sense that, you know, even something as simple as this with the zoomed up detail of the dead grass right there. The whole thing I thought was put together pretty well. I don't know what's going on with this weird character that was doing the narration. Didn't do a whole lot to instill fear into me personally, but I think that the concept of not being able to control your own body and being in a situation where you're being hunted, it looks like, by some madman in the woods, that on its own is scary enough that I'm willing to hope that this character that's behind all of it will have a little more going on, that it'll be something we're afraid of once we're watching it. So let me know if you plan on watching Don't Move. It's going to be October 25th only on Netflix. So if you are checking that out, let us know in the comment section down below. We greatly appreciate hearing from all of you. I do check these comments. I'm excited to see which movies you guys are hyped about. It seems that we've got some candidates for some Christmas viewing. Between Carry On and Nosferatu, it looks like it might be a decent winter so far for some of the stuff we'll be watching with family. Even if Carry On is just sort of potentially a die-hard reskin, hopefully it's at least fun. So be sure to check out our other preview reviews. If this is your first time hanging out with us, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you would. Turn those notifications on for updates whenever we go live, which is Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern to talk Star Wars, and occasionally we go live at the end of the week, either Friday or Saturday, for Oz and Agatha, where we talk about the Penguin and Agatha all along. We will also have some more impromptu streams featuring the likes of our featured guests like Danny, Nate. We've got a few more in the works. We're very excited about those. So please, please turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of it. And until then, until next time, we just thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to the next time I do one of these. I think James may be on screen with me. So we will see you then. Take care in the meantime, gang. All right. Peace.